What is up, sucker faces? Today, I'm bringing you something different than what I'm usually making. Usually it's a mini game or a board game, but today I built something. I'm very proud of it, and I'll definitely be expanding on this certain build because this is part of a, I guess you could say a universe, but it's more of like just a world of a visual novel. And this is just one part of it, one little area from the whole world, and let's take a look at it. So this is a massive, massive spruce tree. Look at this. This is crazy. It took a while to build, but I'm very, very happy with it. And there's actually a whole little colony inside of it. So this is from the visual novels Mouse Guard. And this area is called Sprucetuck, and this is like a big spruce tree that the mice live in, and they do a bunch of science and medicinal things inside of here. And I'll post some images as I go alongside of it. So they have this is like a big apartment complex with apothecaries, a bunch of science stuff going on, libraries, and I think that's about it. And then they have supplies that they move up and down, and there's a governor that's in charge of it. So if we press on the right side facing the door, it's going to open the door. On the left side facing the door, it's going to close the door. So basically, let's start at the bottom. The mice inside the tree, just to prevent flames from getting up and bursting into the tree, they have this little area at the bottom of the tree stump that burns down below, and then it heats these stones, and they move the stones using these little like pulley system cart things that go all the way up, and they'll kind of use weights on the other end and pulley the stones up to different rooms and the heat from the stones will radiate into the rooms and keep the rooms warm, which is really cool. And I did my best to replicate that here, and I actually did my own little design here. So the heat's going to push through these gates. They're monster spawner blocks. I thought they looked really good, and they were very good for this purpose. And they'll actually push the heat through this still, so it's not like stopping. If this was wood here, it wouldn't just stop at the wood and like billow out around. It's actually going to go straight through and then go up, so it's heating even more than just the stones. And I just put this here for, like, I guess if you were playing in survival mode, I guess you could turn fall damage off and just use this. This will launch you all the way up, and you could check everything out. But for now, it gets a little laggy towards the top. But for now, we're just going to fly around, and I'll show you everything there is to be seen. So there's a lot of stories in here. And first, we have the living quarters. So this is just like the area the mice live in. They sleep in here. They got their books to read up on and learn stuff. Got little tables to hang out at. And here we have the apothecary. So this is where all the medicinal stuff is stored. You can get in here and get your medicine. This isn't exact to how the Sprucetuck is, but this is going off sort of like my own design of Sprucetuck because it doesn't go super in depth on everything. So I just kind of have to wing some of the stuff here. But these sort of designs on these walls and these doors are all modeled after the actual Sprucetuck. And in here is where all the science goes on. This is where they're learning things, developing things. They got their books to read if they need them. And then this is the library here. It's a very simple library with some chairs to sit at and some tables. Now that's how every level is until we get to the top. So as I said before, the top is where they store the supplies. As you can see, I'll go through another layer. This is just all the same stuff. They'll have like little different designs in them just because not every room's going to be the same, because the tree, obviously, like the bark and the insides of it's not going to be perfectly smooth. I mean, in Sprucetuck it is, just because they hollow it out to where it's smooth, but I mean, we can't do that in Minecraft. So this is how it is. And some another apothecary. We got another living quarters. It's all the same, going up for quite a while. And then we've got the science area, and last but not least, they've got the library over here. Very nice stuff. Now if we head up, another layer of all this. Let me move out of the way here. Another layer, another layer, another layer. We've got these little lantern things here. I was going to use the magma just because I wanted to use the new block because it looks super nice. Okay, so here we are, but it didn't look too good. So here we are in the main library. So this is where they would go to do all their main library area or main reading stuff and whatnot, just to do all their above average learning and above average reading compared to like what they have at their disposal on their floor. Again, this isn't in the actual visual novel, but it's just my sort of take on it. Another big area. So this is where all the high level scientists, high level mice scientists come to do all their high level sciencey stuff. The storage area for all the medicine, lots and lots of medicine in here. We go up another layer and we've got the armory. This is for in case any predators try to attack Sprucetuck, like an owl, snake, ferrets, weasels, whatever. Ferrets, yeah, that's what I meant. Weasels, whatever. Tries to attack Sprucetuck. You got your swords, axes. You got armor, more armor. Then if we go up one more, this is where the governor stays. Again, as I've been saying, this is all just my take on it. A lot of the stuff is sort of canon to the actual Sprucetuck, like a lot of the designs and whatnot, and how they're actually putting supplies up in the top and whatnot. But a lot of it is just my take on it. So this is the governor's area. He's got a nice white sheets, white comforter. He's got all the diamond stuff because he's the big boy. He's got all the science stuff, and he's got a lot of books to read because he's the big man. And that's about it for the entire area. As you can see, it gets pretty laggy up here just because of all the item frames. And as we go down a little bit further, it'll just all of a sudden just pop back to 60 FPS right there. Like there's like a threshold. It's pretty weird. But yeah, that's about it. It's pretty simple stuff. As I said before, right side is the open the door and left side is to close the door. I'm very proud of it just because I don't know. I think it looks so good. Like just looking at this, I just get even more proud of it because of how like it's such a massive scale that I built it on, and I've never done something like this massive. I don't know. I guess I've just never done something this big before, and this is just kind of crazy to me that I actually built this, and it came out really nice too. I'm really happy how the interior came out and everything. I'll leave a link to the visual novels if you want to check them out because they're very cool, very exciting. It's like a little RPG kind of visual novel about mice and how they guard the average day mice against predators. It's really cool, very interesting. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be expanding on this. We're going to build new areas and whatnot. I'll try to figure out how to get the map into this map as well. What I mean by the map is like the map of like all the areas in the Mouse Guard universe, quote unquote. But yeah, I think it came out really well. It's there for download. If you want to download it, just check the description. And I think that's about it. Next maps probably be a mini game, or I have some ideas for parkour and whatnot because I've been wanting to make parkour because all these mini games have been stressing me out. Trying to come up with ideas. I've been getting creative blocks here and there. It's just really stressing me out. So I decided to make a build. I've got some more ideas for some other builds too. I'm definitely going to be expanding on this. I got to make the forest next probably. But I don't want to rant any longer. As always, guys, if you liked it, make sure to drop a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe, and I will see all of your beautiful faces later.